stars in that one. It's the Jaguars and the Texans next on EA Sports.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Stadium in Houston. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. Well, the Jaguars ready to go on offense for the first time, and they're led by the former #1 pick in the draft in his 3rd season now, Charles, Trevor Lawrence.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
The numbers on the ground for ETN last week. 16 carries, 69 yards.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Lawrence. Screen play. Here's ETN. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Clear for 24.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. What's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So a win here in Houston would give them the season sweep. Second and 7. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
Automatic. First down.
A bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
On first down, Lawrence. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Jags are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now Lawrence to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Lawrence will throw. Touchdown, Jaguars! Zay Jones. His down now on the year. And the Jaguars are on the board first here this afternoon. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So here are the Texans now with a fresh face at quarterback, the 2nd overall pick from Ohio State, C.J. Stroud.
Last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers.
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Now the numbers for Pierce last week: 13 carries, 74 yards.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but he certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Another carry for Pierce. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. You look at this Jaguar defense, and they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
And he is going to have a Texans first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it. Finds his man. It's John Mechie. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. Pierce gets this one running right. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. Ready.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. And this is incomplete. The Texans are 1-9 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around. That's what they're going to play really well here.
That one goes for 24 yards. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. As Stroud now to throw. This is caught. Touchdown! Brandon Jordan, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
7-7, our score after 1. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Here's Lawrence to throw. And one more time, here's Kirk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 2. This thrown quickly out to Jones. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards. 1st down, Jaguars.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll find Jones again, complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. ETN up the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the shotgun, Lawrence toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Parker Washington from 17 yards out, and the Jaguars have taken the lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Devon Hamilton with the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Josh. From his outside linebacker spot, gets him down there for a loss of 4. So here's a 3rd and 14.
Delay of game. Offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 3rd down.
Ready. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Stroud out of the gun here. They'll let this go deep for Collins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Cameron Johnston on to punt for Houston. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Jones on the return. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Travis Etienne and the Jags offense set to take over again here. At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL can say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Well, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year, not to take anything away from him.
Hey. Red.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Lawrence. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. A gain of 6 brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 9. On play action, Lawrence buying time to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Lawrence working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram from 19 yards away. And the Jags go up by 2 touchdowns. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And Evan Ingram able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Texans. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Trevor Lawrence of the Jacksonville offense ready to go back to work. He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his 3rd touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has a player in this type of a zone described the game as really slowed down?
Yep.
So right now, instead of warp speed,
snail's pace.
Snail's pace for him, and he can do whatever he wants. Feels like he has all the time in the world to throw the ball, and his offensive line has been giving him that.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Operating from the gun. Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Open man right side is Ingram. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards.
After review of the play.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action. It's Lawrence. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. On fourth down, on his Logan Cook to punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Come on, come on. Hey. Six the Eagle. Ready.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. It's second down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end. This is going to wind up a safety.
I have to think the sooner halftime can get here for them, the better, because that first half has been rough. And that safety, it only adds to their issues. The other sideline, though, I think they're fine if we just skip the break and keep playing.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Jaguars ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Ridley here. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now Lawrence on first down to the right side and complete to Washington. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Lawrence to throw on second down. A short throw to Ingram. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. He targets Ingram for another grab.
Complete to Evan Ingram. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and...
So past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Caught left side by Mechie. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. In motion, the tight end. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but was able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And this one is incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Throwing now is Stroud. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars are going to take over. Set the goal beginning of the year. Hey, let's win 7 games. Unfortunately, with this loss, they can't do it.
So now it'll be interesting to see how they respond as a team, because sometimes when you set goals, if you don't achieve them,